afternoon, South Africa, and a very, very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D. Hello, Pali.
How you doing, my girl? Good afternoon, South Africa. My name is Balisa Dembe, and I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday afternoon.
I love the holidays. There's just this amazing smell of fun in the air. Now, another Fashion Express Thursdays is right on time, and today we are joined by Sizeka Bambelo, who is the designer of Black Child. Now, of course, don't miss out on that showcase that we'll be having a little later on. We'll also be getting a few more tips on the best skincare routines this summer season, courtesy of Woolies.
Absolutely. Now, jazz musician Sisonke Kondi also joins us in studio, and we'll be chatting to him all about his musical journey, plus a beautiful performance. Now, don't miss out on all the exciting recipes that we're going to be making in the kitchen today, as well as from, a berry mince pies all the way to enchiladas. Delicious. Now, with summer in full bloom, put the fireworks in your festive season wardrobe with the latest looks from Guess. Now, I joined the Guess for their Jingle and Mingle influencer event at the Ivy Champagne Gardens. Here's a glimpse of the fun we had celebrating the holidays and a successful 2019. I'm privileged enough to join international fashion brand Guess for their year-end Jingle and Mingle celebration to wrap up 2019 with glitz and glam for those extra special occasions. Dressed in Guess with fragrances and personalized denim jackets, it's official. We're a part of the Guess family.
It's an amazing way to end off the year. 2019 has been an amazing year, so it's such a just celebration of 2019 and bring in 2020.
Good company, good people, good music, good food. What more could you ask for? It's a hot girl summer, duh.
By the way, Gina and I have a matching outfit. If you guys remember the safari trip we took, I was wearing the exact same getup. Of course, twinning is winning with Guess.
Guess what? You were my total inspo.
If you guys were to be stranded on a desert island and you can only bring, let's say, 3 Guess items along, what would they be?
Sunglasses,
Okay.
for sure, obviously. Perfume, because I always like to smell good and I feel like that's important. And then maybe a t-shirt, like a Guess t-shirt, because I don't want to be naked.
I am absolutely obsessed with Guess's monokinis. They fit so nicely, so all 3 of my items would be those. A red one, a black one, a white one, and we're good.
If you were to go on holiday and you can only get 3 Guess items, what would those items be?
T-shirt, shorts, and a watch.
What?
Yeah, I need to know what's going on.
What about the shades?
No, you don't really need the shades. I gotta enjoy the sun. Okay, fine, we can have the shades.
The shades.
Yeah, we can have the shades.
We're on holiday. We don't need to know what the time is. You can
You know
scrap
what?
the watch.
I thought about it again. All we need is a shade. All we need is a pair of shades, nothing else.
Of course, it's not a celebration without saying congratulations to the newly engaged. We've got Jessica and we've got Bren here holding it down for Guess. Guys, congratulations one more time. It's going into 2020. What are now the #1 fashion trends that you're looking out for or that you're excited to experience?
Well, for me is, I think one of my favorite things from Guess is definitely their denim. For a curvier girl like me, having a little bit of a bum, Guess definitely accommodates that. So you can ask Bren, I have way too many pairs of Guess jeans that I probably should have. But it's never a crime. It's always, it's never a crime to have too many denim.
Going into 2020, what is your vision in terms of fashion and fashion trends?
I think, look, I've always been a person that wants to break boundaries. I've always liked looking different from everybody. So I think it's just gonna be about that, you know, coming through with different energy, coming through with a different vibe. If it's gonna be the biggest jeans to the tightest jean and making it look good, it's exactly that. You know, as long as I look good, I feel good, I'm good.
Get on top of your festive fashion. Whether you're dressing it up or keeping it casual, Guess has the trend-driven style you're looking for.
Listen, Kumunandi, we're having the best time at this Guess show. Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys need to leave now though because we need to enjoy the rest of our afternoon in.
Thank you so much. This is Jingle and Mingle with Guess. Have a good It's a mess, my darling, but we're having a good time. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. Pali hates a jewel. Now, after the eating that gets done during the Christmas season, sometimes we need a break, and a detox, but a big break to enjoy something lighter. Now, the Woolworths Festive berry mince pies are definitely the perfect treat. Now, they are perfect with a cup of tea or a sneaky Christmas treat. Now, private chef Neil Anthony shows us how to prepare them today. And, of course, to get the recipe, SMS the keyword Woolworths to 33650. SMS is R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. Over to you, Chef.
Yes.
I love mince pies.
Very simple. And weirdest thing is I only ever crave mince pies around this time of year.
Totally.
I couldn't care less about them throughout the rest of the year.
Although I did actually get a craving for them a couple of months ago.
Yeah?
And I thought, well, Christmas is coming. I'm going to
around
have
the corner.
to wait. Yeah.
So we're actually going to make the pastry as well. So it's just a straight up sort of short crust pastry. So you get your flour and your sugar and your butter in here, nice and cold. Pop in 1 egg yolk. You'll mix that through. You don't want to sort of mix this too much with your hands. You can do this in a machine.
Okay.
Because you don't want to stretch that gluten, otherwise it's going to become stretchy. You just want to sort of cut it, so you get that real nice sort of that real sort of short crust pastry when it's sort of nice and
like a shortbread.
Nice
when it makes a small shortbread.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So then that just sort of comes together.
Is that what gives it that melt in your mouth kind of?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
flavor?
You don't want to overwork it, so that's the sort of thing. So then we'll sort of bring that together, and then that would then become our short crust pastry. Chill that in the fridge for a while, roll it out, press it into your little muffin tins.
Yeah.
Then we've got a nice hot pan over here. So we're going to do fresh fruit and fruit mince.
Okay, beautiful.
So yeah, so it's
what
nice
is
sort of
normally in mince pies?
fruit mince.
Why does it have the name mince pies?
So because it looks like mince.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But
it
it's
does,
not minced
actually.
meat, it's minced fruit, basically.
Okay.
So it's a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bit, raisins, sultanas. Then you got all those real nice sort of spices, those sort of Christmassy spices.
Yeah.
The cloves, the blah, the blah, the blah. Get rid of those. And then a little bit of sugar as well, just to get it going.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweetness.
Nice.
And then that sort of cooks down. And then you can add your spices. That's
What
the
are
sort of
those?
nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, allspice.
Lovely.
So those go in. I mean, as soon as that hits the heat, you can really get that sort of Christmassy flavour.
Yeah.
Chuck in your fruit mince as well, and you can cook this down.
Oh, that stuff smells so
no, it's
good.
amazing.
It really does smell like Christmas.
It is the proper smell of Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
That goes bang, bang, bang. So you cook that down for a bit. A nice bit of acidity, a little bit of lemon juice in there as well. You can use a bit of red wine vinegar if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then as those fruit cook, they release all the juices.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is just do like what's called a little slurry. So it's just a bit of corn flour and water.
Okay.
And then you just sort of
And what does
pop
that
that
do?
in.
Have that like thickening?
Yeah, it has a nice sort of thickening agent to it.
Okay.
And that cooks, blah, 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 blah. And then end up with this.
Dun, 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 dun.
So you want to let it cool as well, because you don't want to put the hot mixture into your pastry, because then it will start to melt it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty simple.
Okay,
So
that makes
then,
sense. This is
little
actually
egg wash.
quite easy.
Yeah, super simple. Egg wash in there,
Yeah.
and then you can just use the
Have
spoon
these
again.
been... Oh, shit.
Those have.
That's
fine.
Sorry.
So then you just pop
Broke
that
one.
on top there. No, you didn't even break it. So then you just you can just sort of press them down. It's fine,
Okay.
like that. And then you just
Push
egg
them
wash
in.
that. Yeah. So we egg wash that. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then
Egg wash the top of these?
egg wash the top as well.
Oh, so they're proper pie?
Yeah, no, they're proper pie. Yeah.
Okay.
When they bake, they'll all sort of, come together and it'll all be one big happy mess.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all of that
Cool.
is going
Bang, bang, bang. That's
in the
done.
oven.
Yeah, so preheated oven, you're looking at about sort of 200. They don't take too long. You just want that pastry to crisp on the bottom and crisp on top. There's enough egg wash on there, that's for sure.
There's going to be omelette mince pies. My mother cannot
That's
be
fine.
proud of me after seeing what I just did
That's
to those
cool.
mince pies.
Anyway, so then this is our finished product. I mean,
Beautiful.
bang. You can put a little bit of icing sugar on there, a little bit of caster sugar as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, to make it nice and festive, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And then, you can also chuck some more berries on top if you're really
Beautiful.
feeling funky. And then,
Or I like mine actually with a bit of ice cream. And actually, Woolworths
Yeah.
is running some festival deal, or a very festive deal, should I say, at the moment. And you can get up to, I love, on my arm. You can get up to 30% off Woolworths 2-litre dairy ice cream tubs. And this deal is actually running for today only. So if you have a sweet tooth, make sure that you get to your nearest Woolly store for
Get yourself
this,
some glitter
baby.
as well.
No, this is amazing. And now I'm
Real
covered
deal,
in glitter.
exactly. That's cool.
No, it's a
That's
good
cool.
look. I'm going
It's
for
a good
dinner
look. It's a good
tonight. I'm going to
look,
look like a babe of note. Yeah, how's that?
Cool.
Good enough
that's
to
it.
eat.
I know.
Now give these berry mince pies a go at home and share your results with us across all of your socials. To get this recipe and ingredients sent directly to your phone, simply SMS the keyword Woolworths to 33650. And remember, SMS
Free
is
SMSs
charged
don't
at
apply.
R1.50 each. Free SMS don't apply. He knows what I'm going to say. We finish each other's sentences off. Now don't forget to get to your nearest Woolies today for the awesome ice cream deal. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's good.
It is good.
They're having so much fun in that kitchen. Now, look, don't miss out, because after the break, we're going to give you some skincare tips as to how to keep your skin hydrated this summer season. Plus, we have some more fun in the kitchen as we make a delicious corned beef enchiladas. See you after the break.
Express yourself. Just relax, it's just us two. Just do you.
I love free stuff. Pardon?
It's going to leave like white marks.
Nothing is happening. I don't see any white marks.
Completely dry.
What's in here?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
48 hours antiperspirant. Invisible dry.
Tested on 100 colors. I've never tried this product before, but I'm definitely going to try it now.
Care for your special skin and tell yourself, you're beautiful. Love the shade of your skin. An all-in-one solution for beautiful skin.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. I hope that you are having such a gorgeous afternoon so far. Now, when I hear the words magic, queening and royal, the term melanin comes to mind. Over the past 2 years, we've really seen people from all over the world embracing their skin, no matter what shade. And finally, there is a skincare range dedicated to nourishing and protecting the rich beauty of dark skin. And what better?
Ay,
dark skin girl.
Hey, your skin just like pearls. Oh, but that is exactly what Afroderm does. I just feel like as soon as I'm lathered up and I am ready to get on with my day, my skin really does feel and look like a pearl.
Can I tell you something? This morning I came into the studio and my face was all red because I'm an exfoliator, but I always exfoliate towards the inch of my life because I like that soft feel and I like it to be very glowy. Hydration, like I want my skin to feel almost oily. I want so much hydration.
Yeah.
So what do you do to keep your skin super hydrated? Because I know with skins with more melanin in, they tend to get very dry in the summer season.
Absolutely, Jeannie. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what happens. I mean, I see with myself, definitely in my face and sometimes in my arms, and especially because I live in Cape Town, sometimes people are like, oh, you're by the ocean, you always hydrated. No, that is not the case. So sunscreen for me is so important. Big deal, huge deal. So I'm always putting on sunscreen.
Do these come with a sunscreen?
So I was actually about to let you know, Jeannie, this is such an incredible product. You know how you were talking about exfoliating and rubbing to the end of your life, basically? With this product, it is brilliant because it gives you that exfoliation. It gives you that new, fresh, rejuvenated feel, but it is so gentle and so smooth to use. I just want to show you something quickly, Jeannie. I'm going to do a little experiment on my hand, right? I'm going to put just a few pumps of this peeling gel on me, and then I kind of rub it in, maybe for a minute or two.
And is it a peel as in like an exfoliating peel? Or...
Yes, it works the same as an exfoliating peel. So it gets rid of all the old dry cells that you might have, all the dirty skin, the dead skin, but also in such a rejuvenating way. I mean, can you see how easily that comes on?
Well, you know that when you take away all of those little dead cells, only then when you put your moisturizer over afterwards, will the moisturizer get absorbed by your skin because it's not being blocked by all of those harmful dead skin.
Absolutely. And Jeannie, can you already see the dead skin cells starting to pop out?
Oh my word, that is amazing.
And I've just been rubbing for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This is such an iconic product. And then all you do after rubbing it in, you just wipe it off. And obviously right now I'm using, can you see all that dead skin?
Yeah. Oh, and feel how soft that is.
So soft, so rejuvenating. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
But what problems do you have with your skin? Do you suffer from any issues?
Yes, I do. On my face, I scar so easily, which is what we see with a lot of melanated skin. And the scars stay for so long. I know I took like a before makeup picture. You'll see a pimple scar that happened on my cheek here. It's taking forever to go away. Curling my hair in a rush, getting ready for the show. I burnt myself on my forehead, so there's a little scar there. But I promise you, with these Afroderm products, it is so safe. It will get rid of, obviously with time, hyperpigmentation, which is something that we see in a lot of African skin. It kind of gets that away, clears your skin up, and of course brings up that new skin and makes it nice and moisturized perfectly.
Also, darker skins, I know, get those bumps on the arms as well, so you can...
Girl, you know the struggles. You know the struggles, So my favorite...
What are your go-to products?
My go-to products, besides, of course, this delicious peeling gel that I love so much,
that's so cool.
I get dark under my eyes a lot. When I'm tired, I inherited from my mom and my grandparents, like everyone in my family, has such dark marks under the eyes. So the eye cream, iconic for me.
Pali, can I tell you, I'm like marginally older than you. You have to use an eye cream. All girls out there, you start with an eye cream as young as you can, and you go so gently with these 2 fingers under your eyes because... Hell, nobody needs to age.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what... You know, they say prevention is better than cure, so I'm starting now with my eye cream at night, in the morning. Of course, my day cream, my night cream. You know, the whole range, basically is my fave.
Love it. Thank you so much for telling me all of your little tricks. Now, a good skincare routine can really prevent costly trips to a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon, really, in the near future. But thank you to Afroderm, a skincare range precisely formulated for dark skin. Your melanin can stay popping 24/7. Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Now, are you looking for a way to use your leftover meat roast or transform your leftover corned beef into tasty and delicious corned beef enchiladas? These will make for a scrumptious Boxing Day meal. So to get the recipe, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are charged at R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. Chef Rue.
Hello, girl.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
You have quite the task up your sleeve today because you're turning something that is economically friendly. A lot of households kind of rely on this, which is corned beef.
Yes, so a lot of people actually buy corned beef and sometimes don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So this is a really easy recipe to make use of all that leftover meat.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Okay, this looks really good.
We've got our onions frying already.
Okay, yeah, in here.
And we're going to just add a little bit more butter oil, clover butter oil to that.
Stunning.
Right.
Oh, nice. And this is quite a nice blend of sunflower and butter oil.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a nice in-between, this is the product to use.
And it's got that nice richness, creamy taste of the clover butter. So that's a good one. So we've just added some black beans and corn.
Nice. And no Mexican meal is complete without some beans.
You have to have some black beans and some corn. Enchiladas are traditionally made with corn.
Okay, all right.
Then we've got some spice. We've got some paprika here and some chipotle, which is also a typical Mexican spice.
I used to always wonder what chipotle is because you can have chipotle chicken, you can have chipotle beef. So I'm like, yini chipotle gahle. Okay, so it's the spice.
It's the spice. So it's basically smoked peppers that have been dried.
Oh, wow,
and made into a spice.
Adding to the pepperiness that we need in this dish.
Pepperiness, we've just added some chopped chilies right there.
Okay.
And then lastly, I'm just going to add some salt and pepper.
Lovely. And of course, at home, you can add whatever spices and kind of insides and fillings that you want.
Yes.
Of course, here today we're using the beans, we're using corn, we're using more beef. So this is something that is so delicious to try. But if you have a roast that is left over, put that meat in too. I mean, you can try anything really.
I've just added some coriander there just to get some freshness going. You can add any other herbs you'd like there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So once it's done, it looks like this.
Oh, lovely.
As you can see, it's sort of reduced and the beans have crushed and mashed together, and that's a really nice feel. So we're going to start to assemble our enchiladas right here.
I mean, I was about to say everyone at home just so I got my hands rejuvenated so I can get stuck straight into this recipe.
Great. So what you want to do is you just put in your layer of the beans and the corn.
Okay.
You can add some fresh coriander if you like, if there's not enough in the filling.
Adding some green.
And then if you can add some corned beef to that.
Okay. And this corned beef, did you get it just straight out of the can, or did you kind of toss it kancane into the pan?
So you can either get it straight out of the can, or you can buy the raw version and cook it yourself.
Okay.
And then whatever you want.
Whatever's
you're going to
easy.
have a lot of leftovers.
Okay. So I can kind of... I wanted to put some cheese in here, but Chef Roo clearly wants me to leave the cheese until
You're
later.
welcome to do that.
I'm joking. I can never say no
You're welcome to do
cheese.
that.
I'll put a little and I'll save the most of it for the end.
Okay. Right. So we can just tuck the sides in as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the filling doesn't fall out.
So the filling doesn't fall out.
Love that, Chef Roo.
So we've got all of this done now.
Delicious.
And we're going to top it with some tomatoes.
Okay.
Right. Some people like to add chili to this as well. So if you want to do that, it's completely up to you.
So if you're not afraid of any spice or that bite, you can add some more.
You can add some more. And your favorite part now.
More cheese.
More cheese.
Cheese Bay. Thank you so much, Chef Roo. This looks really, really good.
It looks really good.
I'm so excited to pop these into the oven. So you can pop this into the oven to make everything melt down.
You're going to let it melt, get it golden brown. Remember, everything's already cooked. So you don't have to really cook it for a long time. It's just to get it sizzling, nice and melted, and golden brown.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you so much, Chef Roo. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe. And just in case you missed it, here's a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with Love by Clover. Up next, get ready for a fashion showcase with Sizeka Bambelo after the break.
Together we will fly. Just relax, it's just us two. Just do you.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. It's fashion time. Now, joining us on the couch is the head designer of Black Child, Sizeka Bambelo. Welcome to the studio.
Absolutely. Now, girl, look, we're going to get ready to get right into the interesting details of your fashion journey. And let's just start at the top. Uyisangoma Siswam, you're a poet and you're also a designer. How did your journey into fashion start?
It came as a mistake while I was on a journey of being Isangoma. So I was supposed to wear those white clothes. So the lady that would design those clothes made a mistake. So I had to do with my hands. So after that, when I was still in the process of in Klombe on that time, so I was like, okay, maybe I can go back to school and do designing. So, yeah.
Incredible. Do you find that it's easy, I suppose, to marry all of the elements of your creativity in developing Black Child?
Yes. Yes, for me, because while I accepted the calling, for me it was like you accepting all the gift that the God and your ancestors gave it to you. So being a fashion designer, a poet, and a designer, and being Isangoma at the same time. So it was like, okay, we are giving you all these.
Wow. Yeah.
It was like a gift. Saying
that is
yes
beautiful to be so aware of the gifts around you, because I think in life we all get given so many gifts, but I think so many people choose to go through life without seeing them, and then without having gratitude for them. Yes. Tell me about the name Black Child. How did it come to you?
I was in a competition a while back then. So I wrote a poem saying that I'm a black child by soul, heart, and experience. So after the performance, an old man came to me saying that, do you have a stage name? And I said, no, I know nothing about stage name. So he said to me, use your title of your poem. Your name is Black Child. So I took the name.
It seems like you've got such a very interesting relationship with the cultural, but also incorporating the Western influences that we have all around us, and also staying true to who you are as a person. How do we see this then articulated in the designs?
People always have a question saying that being a black child would limit you in terms of people who question the name. So hence I'm saying that a black child is a collaboration of Western and traditional. So it's not limiting me. It's not about name. It's not about race. It's all about giving back or being thankful of in a time that we're living now, but not forgetting that I'm a child of Abantu Abadala.
So if you had to explain your style and your design pieces to someone who had never seen it or had never seen it before, how would you say, like how would you describe it?
It's all about collaborating. It's all about knowing who you are, where you come from, where you are, and where you're going. And it's all about knowing who you are, and you know, it's all about that.
Beautiful. Do you think that there's a specific black child girl or woman or lady who you see wearing your garments, or is it kind of throughout any age group, whatever size you are, whatever you want to express in yourself, you kind of allow anyone to step into your designs?
Yes, anyone.
Anyone and everyone.
Anyone. Everyone.
Stunning.
Tell me a little bit about your fabrics.
I always, when I get into a fabric shop, anything that caught my eye, I buy it.
Colours.
Yes, and I always prefer something that will drag me into nature because I love nature. I love those things that people put aside the fabric, so I always, okay, I'm gonna use that. So I'm that person.
Oh, wow, that's such a beautiful way of putting it. You find beauty in what other people kind of shun or put aside. I want to see your play with nature, colour and fabric in your first design. We've got these gorgeous models all lined up, ready to take the floor away. These designs look perfect, and it kind of seems like you can wear it in any occasion.
Yes, you can. And you can even wear it with techies, flops and anything. This one, the green, is all about nature, but the fabric, I think it's a winning fabric for 2019, the Ndebele fabric. So any designer and everyone wants to have a touch of it. That's the only thing that inspired me.
That's so true. I actually didn't think of that. This definitely is the winning fabric of 2019. We've seen it, I mean, from so many designers. We've seen it overseas.
Globally, this was definitely a hit this year.
Even Miss Universe, we saw her rocking a very, very beautiful Ndebele print in. So I love that you're staying on trend when it comes to that. And here we see the look exemplified head to toe, mom and daughter look.
Oh, I love. So gorgeous.
Oh. So cute.
Oh, my word. I've just fallen in love.
There's nothing more to say about it other than saying that everyone wants to have a touch of it. So I was just playing with the fabric on this one.
Oh, stunning. And I can see that you've definitely separated the looks as well. So if mommy wants to just wear the top or the bottom, they can play with it. I know everyone is watching their budget this festive season. So the more things you can do with one item, the better.
Tell us about cut and the variety of different cuts that you do. Like the shapes that you use and play with when designing a collection.
It depends on the fabric. You know, it depends on the fabric and how to play with it. I don't specifically have something in mind up until I touch the fabric.
So do you get the fabric first and then kind of move it around and see how?
It's always the fabric that caught my eye. So it's always a fabric. Otherwise,
that's it. And how does your process look like from start to finish? How long does it take you to put a garment together? And are you all in? Are you hands-on, or do you have other people helping you? How does the process look?
I have a lady that is helping me. It doesn't take long. You know, the strange thing, I always have clients that are always like, today I want something on Saturday, so I'm always that working person under pressure.
So you're good under pressure? Yes. You don't freeze, you fly?
No.
I love that.
So what has kind of taken center stage then in your life? The fact that you sangoma or your poetry or your fashion, like what is your priority in the day? Or does it just kind of all, do you balance it all out in the day?
Being a sangoma, to be fully a sangoma, I'm still young. So I've asked at least to just give me time. Give me time on this one. But not denying them at the very same time, but I'm focusing on being my designer, expressing myself towards clothes. Otherwise, it does come. So you just have to pay the moment, the attention, and help whoever that is in need that time.
Beautiful.
So there's definitely, I guess, a fluidity that you have to have as a creator.
Yes.
And when you create, you have to kind of be open to any and all things, especially with your time.
Yes.
Timing is everything.
Can we just discuss your earrings? Because I'm so obsessed with them. They are amazing. And I'm literally an earring queen. Like one day, I'm sure my earlobes might even fall off. But your earrings are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's all about, loving something that is not usual to people.
Yeah.
That's something that described me.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's also incredible. Tell us about this dress.
The dress is all about knowing that in every stage of my life that I take, I am with those who are guiding my road. So the lace for me is all about knowing that it's not about Africa, but it's a collaboration of Western, because we don't have lace in Xhosa. So yeah.
This definitely looks like a showstopper outfit, the one that everyone, when she walks into a room, cannot be ignored.
I love the silhouette of that. It's just so strong. That's the ultimate feminine silhouette.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Wow. This whole collection as a whole, it looks so congruent, and it looks like it definitely is pushing what you wanted to push. That mix between cultural, traditional, but also something that is new, something that is fresh. If you were to summarize your look and your entire range, how would you summarize it?
I would say that I'm able to touch anything and to do anything that is requesting me to do. I'm not boxed. I'm not a black child because I'm a sangoma or I have to do traditional things all the time. No. Yeah, I can be versatile.
Well, I absolutely love your collection.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today and sharing this gorgeous, gorgeous range with us. Have a beautiful rest of your year. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us. After the break, we chat about the Woolly skincare mask range, which is absolutely stunning. Plus, we meet jazz musician Sizonke Nqanti.
I love free stuff. Pardon?
It's gonna leave like white marks.
Nothing is happening. I don't see any white marks.
Completely dry.
What's in here? Oh, wow. Duh.
48 hours antiperspirant. Invisible dry.
Tested on 100 colors. I've never tried this product before, but I'm definitely gonna try it now.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, there is basically no overnight miracle for healthy skin, unfortunately. But because we lead such busy lives, taking time to care for your skin can be really difficult, which is why the Woolworths personal care masks become the perfect way to give your skin that much-needed boost without taking too much of your time. Now, to chat to us about her self-care routine is my fave, Chef Mo Horn. Welcome back.
Thank you, Jeannie.
It's so cool to see you not in the kitchen today.
You know what I'm saying? You know, take a step out of the kitchen.
But, you know, whenever I am in the kitchen with you, obviously we've got, like, incredible glam squads here.
Yes.
And I always just look at Mo and say, oh, my word, you look incredible. You always have the most beautiful skin and the most beautiful face. What kind of skin type do you have?
Well, basically, it's the steam of the pots, you know, because I'm always behind the pots. But other than that, I just follow a basic skin routine, because just the way you have a diet plan for your health and your body, you need to have a plan for your skin as well.
Does that really work, by the way, that steaming over the pots all the time?
It actually does.
Really?
But it tends to dehydrate your skin, so don't do it too often.
Okay, so then what do you do to then rehydrate after doing
So
that?
to rehydrate, I just used to do a face wash and a moisturizing agent until I discovered these facial masks from Woolworths.
Yeah, so basically Mo came to us and she said these masks are unbelievable and the best. So what is your favourite one to use, and then tell me how you use them?
So my absolute favourite one is the Radiant Glow facial mask. This is the best invention yet, because I'm so busy, I don't have time to do facial mask and sit there for like 30-40 minutes. So basically you just take it out of the packaging and you unfold it. It smells amazing. These facial masks are parabens free, chemically free. They use active natural ingredients that helps to rehydrate your skin and keep it smooth and beautiful. So this specific mask helps to keep my skin feeling fresh, bright looking, radiant. It's absolutely amazing.
And this is actually a good idea, the cucumber and chamomile. Like if you've got a big evening, chamomile and cucumber is very cooling. So if you're very puffy, then it'll take it all down and chill that skin out.
Especially after a long day behind the pots.
And tell me, where do you find the time to do this? Because you've got a beautiful little boy at home. So, and I know that you work crazy hours in here, like in the studio, and then you go home. So where do you find the time to do hand masks as well?
Hand masks as well, because
I love how lush you are.
have to. Well, basically, you only require 10 to 15 minutes for this specific mask. So I do it in the morning, you know, if I feel like, oh my word, I'm so tired, but then I just need my skin to not look tired. This is my go-to. And if you feel like you need, you know, because we have makeup on and the makeup particles tend to stay. So we also have this exfoliating gel mask, which helps to take away all those impurities, and it's got some charcoal powder. So the charcoal powder helps to absorb excess oils and impurities without leaving your skin feeling dry.
Is amazing.
That is the best invention.
Incredible. Are you obsessed with this?
Obsessed with that.
Where do you find all of the... Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Where do you find all of these products in Woolies?
So you might think it's in the cosmetic aisle. Actually not. While I'm doing my shopping, it's in the Woolworths food department.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's where you find them. Because it's all natural ingredients, cucumber, lime oils, pomegranate seed oils. Food department.
Well, that's why you look so fabulous. You glow, girl, you glow.
Yes.
Now, your face is the first part of your body that others look at, and having lovely skin to show off makes you feel good instantly. So make sure that you keep your skin looking its best all year round with the new range of masks from the Woolworths Personal Care range. I'm taking these. Sizonke Nqanti is an award-winning composer, saxophonist and musician.
Now he joins us today to chat all about his journey in music. Sizonke, welcome to The Loft.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Now, you have just been music from about the age of 13, very young.
Exactly,
you picked up your first saxophone and you kind of went through it within life, Nje.
Yeah.
But then you studied law.
Yeah.
What happened?
For me, music was just, a hobby, going to a school with friends who are not musicians. Everyone aspires to be accountants, to be lawyers. So I think I was influenced by that. So music was just a side thing.
Okay, but can I tell you, Pali, imagine you meet a guy and he's like, yeah, I'm a lawyer, and then just on the weekends picks up the saxophone and then plays the bass.
Winning.
The more skills, the better.
But I don't practice law, so
no.
Yeah.
So where did your love for the sax come from? Because I have to tell you, my favorite instruments in the whole world is the bass guitar and the sax.
Cool.
The sax is sexy.
Absolutely.
No, that's what they say. It actually wasn't. It was a mistake, actually. When I was in primary school, I got to a new school and there was the school band playing during assembly, and I actually saw a trombone. I wanted to play the trombone. So I told my parents, you know, as a little kid, you're always nagging, and I think they kind of went to the music teachers, I guess, and they were like, no, we don't have any trombones left, but we do have a clarinet. So I picked up the clarinet, and then the natural progression is to move on to saxophone. And when I first blew it, I was just like, yo, this is it, you know.
Wow. It's such an incredible sound. Tell me something. The way you blow on it, is it like you would blow up a balloon? Or is it like when your lips are together and then like...
It's actually all from the diaphragm. So most of the pressure comes from the diaphragm.
So
it's like a singer, you know, they sing from here.
Interdiaphragmatic breathing.
So do you
is that what it's called?
Yes, drama
do you have to
students.
do like any intense exercises or whatever to get your lung capacity out? Because you know when you hold those notes...
Yeah, it's just breathing exercises. It's nothing hectic, really. I mean, but when you play, you're actually doing the breathing exercise. So it's not a big thing.
The interesting thing to me is that you've taken something that's been a passion and a love from such a young age. You carried it out, although you kind of deterred and went somewhere else, you still went back to your love, so much so that you've collaborated and worked very closely with Abo's Jimmy Lulu, legends in the game. How was that experience and what did you learn?
It was great, man. He took me under his wing when I think I was about 20.
Wow.
And we started traveling, you know, went everywhere. Like, I was fortunate enough to travel the world with him.
Amazing.
I guess he just taught me about the music business, you know, how to take care of your finances, take care of the music, and just take care of business. It's not just about the music.
What's been the most important lesson, do you think, that you've learned over this musical exploration time?
I'll put emphasis on the business. You know, you have a lot of musicians who have flourishing careers, and then at the end they end up with nothing, you know. So I just took a lot from successful musicians like Abu Jimmy, Brahima Sekela, Mamusbongile Kumalo, watching them, and you know, they have homes, they have, you know, kids who are at school, you know, they're well-fed, success.
Financial success.
I just watching them and realizing, okay, it's not just about being on stage and playing.
And with music, it's very collaborative, exactly as you said. You have to view others, work with others, mingle around people, have that conversation. How important is that collaboration process and being able to lend and take from each other?
It's important, you know, it's just to take positives and the negatives from each other and learn from each other. It's just watching each other. It's important.
I remember I went to go and interview Dave Matthews, the Dave Matthews Band, and he had a violinist and a saxophonist or whatever in studio with him. And what was just so beautiful to see is how you watch all of them get into a jam session. Like the one doesn't know what the other's going to play, but they just the one starts with one melody and the other like kind of picks up on that and then plays his own little vibe on that, and the other one. I mean, it was just such an incredible creative space to be in. Is that how you write your music, I suppose, when you were like with other musicians and you just jam, see what happens?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes I'll come with a complete concept, and sometimes I'll just come with an idea and we will play around with that idea, and someone else will come up with something which will fit in and just complete the song. It's very.
My favorite is deep. So I'm a huge deep house fan, and I can tell you, there's nothing better than a cool deep house song, and then right as when the song reaches the crescendo, the saxophone jumps in and makes it even better.
But I actually want to find that out from you, Sonke, very quickly. A lot of the time we see music going in the digital space. Like a lot of people are just creating on laptops. People aren't really going in, picking up the instruments and playing. How is that affecting your job, or do you feel like there'll always be a need?
There'll always be a need for live music, you know. There'll always be a need. I mean, even though it's, you know, at the moment it's kind of tough, but, you know, it's up and down, actually.
Well, that's honest.
It's tough because it's so competitive, because there's so many musicians and so many options available now.
Yeah, it's tough because there's DJs, you know. When people have events, they're just like, rather than having 5 people, let me just get one guy and you just set up and play quickly. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for
You're
having me.
definitely going to bring that fire here to us. Now, don't miss out on Sisonke's live performance to wrap up a beautiful Thursday evening after the break.
Support Crush in giving away another 20,000 pairs of school shoes to children in need. Buy a Crush, dial the number on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 Rand. Hashtag share the goodness. Join us on Afternoon Express weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m. as we step into another incredible Crush goodness journey with Clover. Hashtag share the goodness.
Sorry, man. It's my character.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Here to perform the song Sinivile. This is the multi-talented Sisonke Konti. Take it away.
Thank you so much for that amazing performance. I want to know, and because I've seen this happen before, and I think it's so amazing. When you're playing, you play with your eyes closed. And is it because, are you just, it seems to me like you're just feeling the music. It's such a beautiful space.
Close out the space in front of you and just concentrate on the music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes you can get carried away with what's around you.
What do you visualize when you're in that space?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. And nothing, actually. I'll just concentrate on the song itself.
It seems like a bit of a meditation that you have to go through and go into to come out. And going into 2020, what do you visualize for yourself? What can listeners expect?
Well, I'm working on a new album, so hopefully that'll be released sometime next year, and hopefully, just get my name out there and do more work. Yeah, that's what I envision.
So now, what does this, silly season and the festive season look like for the two of you? Do you get together with families? Do you party? What do you do?
You want to go first?
You can go.
Okay. Well, I actually did my last gig for the year last night, so I'm on holiday. I'm based in Joburg, but my folks are in Cape Town, so...
Amazing. So you're here for holidays?
Exactly, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And for yourself?
And for me, my kids are here for a holiday, so this weekend I'm done working. We'll see you at Black Child next year.
Gorgeous.
And stepping into a new year, a lot of viewers might want to go into fashion but have so many other things on their plates. What advice do you have for them going to follow their dreams and just, be positive in every space that you enter?
Into fashion?
Into fashion, yeah.
As a fashion designers, is to know what bring you into a fashion. What's that thing that attracted you to be a fashion designer? Just be you. Do your thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can do. Otherwise, it's not an easy road, but as long as you know who you are,
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful music with us. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie, for an incredible year. Tomorrow we catch up with something so we're one of my very, very favorites in this festive season. Have a good one, my girl. I love you so much.
You too, my baby. Mwah. Enjoy your afternoon. Lots of love. God bless. Mwah. Ciao.
Cheers.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.